welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Judicials. And the Judicials will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Hens offense will go to work first. From the gun, give on the inside. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the big fella. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Judicials offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Judicials are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They want to run this quarterback. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Brown wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Got a little space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Okay, lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
at the 22.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Now the toss. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Brown will throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, it's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
The Blue Hens line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying to get the edge on the toss. Plows through the defense. Got the first down and more. They get it out to the 30. And on the move after a pickup of 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
22 water.
Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's York. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Powers through the defender. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Judicials are marching down the field. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense. Coming out big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And maybe... back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Judicials line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Quarterback on the keeper. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option. He doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Here comes the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the right. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Blue Hens back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Brown will throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Get set, get set.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
On the option. Now the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Hens Need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He pushes way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways.
Touchdown, Delaware! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. He's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little...
There he goes! Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. A design run for the quarterback. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The give on the option. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The Blue Hens are on the move. They'll go to the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws to the back. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Blue Hens! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Judicials in the hurry-up. Corner's going to give them room. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unleashes one. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. Got his man to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Judicials. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Brown wants to pass. Fires on the move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So if the offense doesn't want to take a chance here, they'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Blue Hens will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but...
Oh, it's free! Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the 1st down. He's into the open down the middle. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Judicials will have it 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Judicials. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Barges ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rushes on him. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Catch in the middle, it's Tyree. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Toss sweep to the right. Finds some fresh air. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. When you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success. Get it.
It's a running room. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Delaware.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. The option look. He'll toss it. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll run the option. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Judicials look to keep this drive humming. toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Judicials pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Judicials. And here they come, almost all the way back. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to get the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he...
There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kelly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They try to get it outside on the left. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. they'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Brown wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Kelly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring an extra defensive lineman. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown.
The Sneak scores it. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Power football with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Cricket.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to USC. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Judicials headed quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Judicials need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's O'Neal. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Here's a heat. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get...
Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 28.
42, spike.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Blue Hens look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very